If you want to sell conversational AI, voice agents and chat agents to business owners in any serious and professional way, you will absolutely need a dashboard. It's non-negotiable. And this is obvious, right? Clients want to see how many calls were made, what their costs are if you charge per minute, what the reason was that the call was ended. And of course, they want to be able to look up their calls, to see the summaries, to see the transcripts, to listen to the recordings, etc. And today I will show you how to build it. Now, I will just give you the perfect launch pad that is going to make this entire process 100 times easier for you. And that also means that watching and following along with this video will save you at least 40 hours of research and iteration. Now, you will need three things. First off, a Vapi account with at least 10 calls made. If you don't have a Vapi account just yet, you can make one for free. It's about 10. You get $10 of spend for free. You can make 10 calls and then you have the records to actually build this thing. Also an Airtable account and register a free account at members.flireo.com. Link is in the description. It's our member platform, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Now we will not be using any make.com for this. We will be using JavaScript, but don't worry. I will not ask you to write any code. As with my other videos, I have made resources in the members.flireo.com platform. You can look that up. You can copy the entire code, put your own bearer token in it, and it will work for you 100%. So let's get into this. In order to get the most out of this video, I would advise you to hop behind your computer and actually follow along step by step. If you don't have the ability to do that right now, you can just watch this video and follow along. First thing you would need to do is go to members.flireo.com. That's this right here. You can register a free account. This is our member community platform. I've referenced it in all of my past videos. Some of you guys are already familiar with this. I think it's about 50% of my viewers are return viewers, so you guys already know this entire plug. We have about 500 users, and what you're going to do is go to resources right here, and then you're going to see the resources for this video. Well, as you can see, I actually have to add the resource from the last video, but in any case, you will see the thumbnail and the title for this video. I haven't added it yet, but there you can download the resources, which is the PDF that I'm going to show you right here. And it contains everything and anything you will need in this video. So the fields that you're going to add, the formulas that you're going to need, the JavaScript that you're going to copy and paste, and some other JavaScript that you're going to use in Airtable, and all of the reasons that a call has ended. And this is so powerful if you're able to show your clients for every single call and in a graph what the reason was that the call was ended. Did the user end the call? Was there an assistant error? Was there, well, as you can see, there's a lot of different possible reasons for a call to have ended. All of these things you can put to a graph and show your clients. Or if you're building this thing for yourself, of course, you can use this for yourself. That's what we're going to build. You're going to go to resources, click this video, and then download that PDF. You are for sure going to need that. Link is in the description. You can just get a free account at members.flireo.com. Just very quickly, there's some other things you can do on this platform as well. We have our partner portal where people can make their profile, show off their profile, and tell people, hey, I'm good at this or that. And this is my email, and these are my skills, and this is my hourly rate. Many people actually add their hourly rate. It's going to look something like this. So these are the people who have already made their profile, and you can easily export this and show your profile to clients, or even if you have a job application, you can use this as a template for that. But also people can reach out to you on this platform. There's about 500 users. In any case where you get an assignment that you can't deliver on, or there's some speciality that you don't have, you can just search for it right here, or you can add a filter on a skill or a language. And then you can find someone to work with, or people can find you. So if you join the platform, you can make your profile, and people are actually getting reached out to on this partner portal and getting clients from that, or finding partners to work with. You can also, of course, join our Discord community. There's over 200 people in there right now. I see that there's 33 people actually online, and you will actually get your questions answered if you run into any problems in this video, or if you want to do something else for yourself. And of course, you can also work with us at Flireo. For now, let's start the video, actually start the build. So we're going to look through, we're going to use this PDF as our guideline. And the first thing, of course, that you're going to need is Vapi. So most of you guys will be familiar with this. about 50% of my viewers are return viewers who are already familiar with Vapi. And well, this dashboard that you're going to build is actually more for reasonably advanced or intermediate Vapi builders. You already know how to build an assistant, you already know how to add a phone number, you've already built your own tools and connected them to your assistant, like for example, booking a meeting or leaving a note. If you haven't, you can watch my other videos that I made on that. But in any case, even if you have not done that yet, you can still follow along. So make an account at vapi.ai. It's also in the PDF right here. And then you can make an assistant. It's really straightforward. We of course use the API. If you're just starting out, you can create an assistant, make a few calls, some dummy calls, and then you will have some history in order to build this dashboard with. But most of you guys will already have that. So then the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to go to Airtable. It's going to look something like this. Now, some things may be blurred out because right now also some of our clients are in the screen. But if you're going to go to Airtable, wait, I'm actually going to show you what that looks like. So you're going to go to airtable.com. Let's see if I can show you. So this is what that's going to look like. Airtable.com, you're going to sign up for free. You can do all of this, what I'm going to show you in this video, for free. So you could just sign up for a free account and then you're going to see something like this. What you're going to do is either add a workspace, but you could also just click create and then you can select start from scratch. So don't build an app, start from scratch. And then you're going to see something like this. I'm actually going to do this along with you guys. Let's see, Vapi Workspace. Yeah, let's just do Vapi Workspace. It doesn't really matter which workspace you choose or pick. And for you guys, it's going to look something like this. And what you're actually going to want to do, let's see if I have this one opened up. So I'll show you guys exactly what you're going to want to build in this table. So this is your database. And you might be surprised we haven't even touched, like barely touched Vapi and not even seen make.com yet. All of my videos about Vapi and make.com. There's no make.com in this video. It's all Airtable and JavaScript actually. The only time you would ever use Vapi is just to get the bearer token. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this, get some cool graphs, just follow along. So this is what you're going to want to build towards. So you want the call ID, start time, end time, call duration, call status, ended reason. And there's no way for me to actually give you a template on this. I can't even give you a JavaScript that you can run once and make all these fields. You're going to have to add them yourself. And the way that you're going to do that is you're going to delete all of these. So these are the basic ones that you get. You're going to delete those fields. And we're going to go back to the PDF. And as you see right here, these are exactly the fields that you're going to want to add. So this is the field name and this is the field type. So what you're going to do is go to copy call ID. And then literally call this. So this is the first one that you're just going to call ID. And you choose single line select. And then you click plus. And the next one is also a single line text. So you're going to do this. And every single one of these fields, so it's up to this, week number formula, all have to be spelled exactly like I show in this PDF. So start time, even capitalized or non-capitalized, everything has to be perfect in order for this to work. So you're going to have to copy all of those. And for call duration, for example, you're not going to want to choose single select. You're going to want to choose formula because that's actually what it says behind here. You're going to want to choose formula and call duration. And then you're literally also going to, so a formula field is a field that references two other fields. And the call duration field is, as you can see, it calculates the difference between the start time of the call and the end time of the call. So you're going to want to add that formula that I give you right here in here. And what it's going to do is, we can't do that right now because we haven't added those fields yet. So if you do this first, it will work. So it references these two fields, and if you haven't added those fields yet, it's going to say, hey, I can't generate this formula because you're referencing fields that don't exist. So you're going to have to add both of them, end time, single line text. And then we go back here, call duration. And then it's another formula field. And now if you copy the formula and put it in here, create field, it's going to look like this. Well, there's no data in here, so of course it's not going to work right now. What you're going to want to do is edit field and choose a duration. So that's also something that's very important to know, is once you add the formula, you can also format it. So it doesn't just give a number, you can choose a number or a currency or percent or a duration. And there's 3 formulas in here, and every one of them has their own type. So week number has to be a number. Average cost per minute has to be a currency. So with average cost per minute, you're going to do the same thing. Select the formula type field, add the formula right here. But with average cost per minute, you're going to choose a currency. And with the week number, you're going to choose a number. And that's the only difference really right there. So then you get that. And then once you have everything added, it's going to look like this. So this is what it should look like. You can kind of like cheat by looking at this, or just pausing the video or slow-moing it just to see if you have everything that I have right here built out, and you could just pause the video, add all these fields, and then come back here. And if ever you run into that error where it says where you can't add the formula, that means that the fields that you were referencing aren't added yet. So in this case, as you can see, I'm referencing end time and start time. I have to first add those fields, which are these ones right here, before I can add the formula. Same thing right here, end time, start time, total cost, start time. All of these fields you're going to have to add, and also start time, you're going to have to add that one as well before you can add this formula field. So in any case, you're going to go add all of these, and with the ended reason ones, you can add it and leave it empty for now, because we're going to use a little trick, and that's this. Vapi gives you an entire list of all the possible reasons why someone would end the call or has ended the call, and I gave you that right here. So we've turned the, let's quickly see, where is it? Yeah, the ended reason. We turned that into a single select, and as you can see, there's all these types of reasons why someone would end the call. And this is very powerful to add into your dashboard, because if you can show your client with every single call why the call was ended, they're going to want to know that, and it's going to look very professional. You're going to have a leg up on anyone in this space. So what we're going to do for now is we're going to copy what's in here right now. We're going to delete this field, or insert left. Okay, so first we're going to delete this because I've already added it. I want to show you guys how you can actually do this. There's a neat little trick for this. So delete this field. Okay, we have to refresh the page. It's already deleted, but it's not loaded yet. So let's see. So it's actually a trick. You don't have to add all of them individually. What you can do is add a new one, ended reason. That's exactly what it's called, right? So also with this one, you're going to have to make sure that you're calling it exactly like it's supposed to be called. Let's see where it is. Yes, ended reason. So I was just checking if it's not ended reasons instead of reason. You're going to say single select. Wait, no, single line text. So first you're going to select single line text. So an A should be what you see here. Then you go back to the PDF that you downloaded in the members.flereo.com resources. And you're going to select all of these. So all of these reasons, you're just going to copy them. Just one on one. Yes. You're going to copy all of those. and then you're going to go to ended reason, and then you're going to hit Control V, so add all of them, and then you get this question, expand the table. So we're going to add all of these records below each other, and if we do that, then you're going to see all of the different reasons why someone would end the call, or the assistant would end the call, all the different possible errors. You're going to have loaded all of them into your Airtable, but this is obviously not what we want. We want them to be a single select, and that's what the trick that we're going to use right now is if we change it back into single select and then hit save and then convert, then it actually registers all of these things as an individual input. So now we have all of these. So imagine the time you can save by just doing this little trick instead of, adding all of them in there manually. So you can click save, delete all the records, because now you have all of them in there, as you can see. If we click ended reason again, edit field, all of them are still in there. So we can also add them to a record. So it's also going to be able to load those things when we add the JavaScript. So now we have the entire Airtable table set up. So this is the database that we're going to use and build our dashboard on. So these are all of the variables that we're going to use. Now with our own database, we have a lot more, and these formulas and dependencies, and it's linking to all kinds of tables like assistant tables and tools and calls, and well, as you can imagine, we've built an entire partner portal around it. So that's a little too complex for this single video. But to start off and make something that's actually valuable and that actually works and get the core features, this will certainly do. So what you're going to want to do next is go back to the PDF. And then this is the JavaScript that we're going to use to call the API and load all of these records. So the reason why we don't do this in make.com is if you load all of your calls for your client in make.com, then it's going to every single call that you get from that you call from the request is a better word, from the Vapi system is going to count as a single operation. If you look at make.com, let's see if I can find this guys for you. If you look at make.com, then you have a limited amount of operations. So we're going to go to pricing right here. So you can imagine that if you have a client and he makes like 1,000 calls a month, for example, loading each of those calls every month is going to take you cost you 1,000 operations per month. So in the free on the free subscription is already going to be 1,000 operations. On the core ones like 10,000, but it really adds up. If you want to build something sustainable and professional, then the best way to do it is, and they're going to be loading that those calls like multiple times, of course. So maybe 3 times a day. So it's 3,000 operations per day. You wouldn't want to use make.com for that. You can do that with JavaScript, and so that's not going to cost any of those operations. You can load all of them also way quicker and with a lot more reliability. You don't have to use make.com for that. So this is the JavaScript that you're going to copy. So literally copy everything that you see in here and then go in here. And I'm quickly going to have to do this off camera because in the original one, there's still my bearer token in it. So first off, before we add, I'll quickly add the JavaScript. So I can actually show you guys what this looks like. Finish editing. All right, perfect. Yes. So I've minified the JavaScript, so I'm going to have to verify if this actually works. If it doesn't, then I'm just going to give you the different one because I've minified it such that it actually fits into the PDF and there's not just this long text. But if that doesn't work, I'm going to add the entire thing in here. So you are just going to have to copy and paste whatever is in here and not worry about it. So in any case, what you do, I've already added it because I had to remove my own one. But just for you guys to be able to follow along step by step, I'm going to show you guys where we left off. So this is what you have right here. And you're going to want to click extensions. So everyone has this in their Airtable. Click extensions and then add an extension right here. And then type script. scripting, add the extension. Well, I already have it, but just for the sake of this video, I'm going to add it as well. You can just ignore this. Add the script right here. And this is actually the entire JavaScript that you're going to run for your automation, but there's one single thing you're going to have to edit, of course, and that's your bearer token. So we're going to go back to Vapi. We're going to go here. We're going to go to API keys and then click this. So you're in the dashboard. You're going to go here. You're going to click API keys. You're going to have your private key. You're going to click copy ID, and that's just basically copying your bearer token. And you're going to replace this. So the text insert bearer token, you're going to replace that with your own bearer token. And of course, I'm going to have to do this off camera because I can't show you guys my bearer token. But you would just replace that with whatever you copied. And then you're going to see this right here. And then it should, if we run this, load all of my calls into the system. If it doesn't, then I'm going to have to quickly turn off the camera and reformat the JavaScript and then put the other one in the documentation. But I think this works. No, it doesn't. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, so I've minified the JavaScript, but it doesn't recognize the JavaScript. I'm quickly going to have to fix that, and I'll show you how I fixed it in a minute. All right, so in order to actually give you the JavaScript where you can just copy and paste it, I had to minify it, but minified JavaScript doesn't work as well in Airtable. So that means we're going to have to unminify it. So basically what you're going to do is go here, and with both of these, you're going to copy it. So first this one, load your data script. You're going to copy that, put it in ChatGPT, and ask it to unminify this script. Then shift enter enter, and then paste it, and then it's going to do something like this, which means it's going to unminify it in a way that actually works with Airtable. You're going to do the exact same thing with the other one. So, and now this one, and then you add the generate cost cumulative sum. So you're going to add this JavaScript below that, and then you also have one that works for that one. So first off, let's just continue where we left off. We're going to copy this, whatever ChatGPT produces. I'm going to go back here, and then here with the within the script, we're going to add this entire script. So it's going to look something like this for you. This. And this is one that actually does work for Airtable. So of course we're going to have to still replace this one with our bearer token. So I'm quickly going to do that off screen again, because it's our secret token for a reason. I always mention this in my videos, but you should never want to share your bearer token with anyone. Doesn't matter which kind of bearer token it is. It's a secret token or an API key or private key for a reason. So yeah, so you just literally replace, insert your token with the bearer token from Vapi, and you keep the bearer. So it's bearer, spacebar, and then your token. That's what it's going to look like. And then it's going to look something like this. Or actually, you're not going to see anything at all. I've already run it in order to make sure that it actually works. But if we do run it, then you're going to see this. It's actually going to fill up the entire Airtable base. So here we go. All of my calls are being loaded into the base. All of the call IDs, all of the call durations. So this is the formula. So this is one that is not actually loaded into the system. It's one that's calculated based on the start and end time. And call status is ended, total cost per minute, all that kind of stuff. Call summary, week number, recording URL. Not all of them have recording URLs. I only added that for the last ones, for example. All of the reasons the call had ended, like customer did not answer, assistant forwarded call, all that stuff. So everything is going to be loaded in here, and there's just one variable that's actually very important to add here, that we're going to have to load in ourselves, and that is the cumulative cost. So this JavaScript actually calculates how cost has progressed over the months or over the weeks, for example. So what we're going to do is just copy this, go back to the table, add another extension. So just type in script again, and then scripting, and then add extension. And then go here. And of course you can just click this away, remove all of this, and then add the JavaScript right here. Click finish editing. And what it's going to do is, let's see, cumulative total cost. So it's going to populate this one right here. So if you run it, you see that sum is going up, and with every week, the total cost is going to go up. So we started off with 0, and eventually we're already at 45 euros. So this is a demo. This is all like fake calls, of course. It's not an actual client. This is a demo that we show. But then you can actually see, hey, these are some calls to work with, some data to work with, and now you have your database to build on top of. So that's the biggest part of this video, is how do you load everything into your database. So now every time you want to load your data into the database, you can click this run button, load all of the calls, and this run button to load all of the cumulative total cost variables or data points. So those are the only two ones that you actually need in order to build this basic dashboard. And you can also automate this, of course. You can build automations in your Airtable, or you can build them in your make.com scenario. But just for the purpose of this video, this is the database that you're going to use. So next off, I'm going to show you guys, well, I've already showed you guys what we use for our, let's quickly see if I can grab this. I've already showed you guys what we use for our dashboard. So we actually connect the front end, so this database to, or actually not this one, it's it's our own database, and we connect it to Software. So Software works really well with Airtable. We connect it in all kinds of ways, and we make custom dashboards for our clients. But you don't actually need Software. Software is quite pricey. If you're doing bigger clients or a little further in your journey, you should definitely work with Software. You can actually give them a place to log in. You can add other things, like you give them the ability to add agents. So we use Software because we can then give them a login, and they can see their own dashboard, change their assistants, add their own voices and phone numbers and all that stuff. It's really hands off. If you're just doing the dashboard and want to give them a dashboard or some graphs to see, then actually the best way to do it is just natively inside of Airtable. And if you actually get an Airtable team subscription, then you can invite your clients into their own interface. They can log in, only view the interface, not necessarily the data inside. So you can white label some of that stuff and just give them what you need to give them, or not overload them. There's another reason why you would do it this way. So, and this is actually the part where your own creativity kicks in. So every single project is different, and in many cases clients actually want their own type of graphs or dashboard. They don't want the regular dashboard or a standard one. There's just certain variables that they find more important than other clients. So you can really do anything you want, and the best thing is at least you have you do have the data points to work with. So what you're going to do is go to interfaces, click on build an interface, and you can just click an icon like this one, and then dashboard for client. What we're going to type right here. Next. And then these are all the different types of dashboards or things that you can make, like a list, for example, or a gallery, or a way to actually interact with your database. So it's actually similar to Software. In any case, you can build a dashboard, and well, as you can see, it always already looks really neat on both desktop and mobile. But we're going to choose dashboard, click next. This is the table that we're going to use, of course. And then this is the space that you're going to work in. So As you can see, this is a table and this is a graph, and you're going to probably delete all of these. And the count, so the count of records, so there's 471 calls. So you could basically just call this amount of calls, for example. And that's the way that you could edit this. So for when you go over to the next one, it's like, let's see, reason, assistant, ended calls. And then on the x-axis, so that's this one right here, you can choose your own variables. Like instead of the reason a call ended, I want to see, let's see if there's anything else, call status. So of course, no one is calling right now, so all of the statuses are, the only status you see is ended. But if you're sending this to a customer service agency, for example, and they want to see, hey, how many calls are ended and how many calls are ongoing and how many calls are, well, you can imagine the things that they want to see. Then you can use that. You can also add a filter. So, for example, add condition. If you want to use a certain week, for example, like week number, and then the week number has to be, let's see, I don't know which week it is actually. But if we choose week 31, I think that's some weeks ago, we actually see how many calls were made or ended in week 31. And if we change this to week 32, so now it says like 63. If we change this to 32, it's going to say 21. So 21 calls in week 32. So this is what you're going to want to work with. And honestly, I cannot like go over this entire thing and build this entire dashboard with you guys because it's so custom for every client and for every person who's watching this. You're going to have to edit and build this yourself. But the most important thing is you have the way and the ability to load your data points. And this is not the difficult part. Building a dashboard, the only thing you should ask yourself is, my clients, what is going to be useful to them? Most clients just want a dashboard with the core function. They want to see how many calls were made, what was the cost, what was the reason that the call ended, where can I find the summaries, where can I find the transcripts, all that kind of stuff. That's what you're going to build in here. And it's actually pretty straightforward as long as you have the details. So for example, you can add another page or add another interface. So if you do another page, you can add, let's see, a list, for example, then calls, finish. So what you see right here in the database is actually what they are going to be able to see themselves, but then they won't have to go into your actual data sheet. They can just watch it as a viewer. And that's the last part that I'm going to show you guys, is how do you actually invite your client into this. So as you can see, the only collaborator right here is me and myself. And well, I'm going to show you guys how to add someone as a collaborator. You can either add them as an editor or as a viewer, or I'm going to show you guys that right now. All right, so what you're going to do is you're in here, of course, you've added some things, you've added a dashboard, some calls, you can also add a form. So anything you want, the client portal, you can build it inside of Airtable. And then when you're finished, you're going to click publish and then hit publish right here. This is the one that you're going to publish, of course. Share a new interface. And then this is where you're going to share it with your clients. And you're going to invite them by link. So you're going to create a new link. Create a permission, so a read-only. Of course, like if this is a very sensitive one, there's some very sensitive data in here and it has to be client-specific. They're going to want to use different ways of authenticating them. Like, for example, only allow emails from a certain domain. So it's a little bit more, how would you say, secure. So there's some things that you're going to want to edit, but if it's for the general client, what you're going to do is click read only, because in most cases, or comment, so they can comment on fields, ask you questions, but in most cases you don't even want that. You want the support, your support form or your support email to be used for that. You don't want comments in your dashboard, because then you're going to have to actually look at that and that kind of stuff. If you don't have an ecosystem or system behind that in order to pick up those comments, then it's just going to be a pain for you. So just choose read only. And don't allow access to the demo dashboard unless that's something you've agreed upon with your client. If he's a little bit proficient or he knows about databases and Airtable and how that works, you can do that. If they're not familiar with it, I would advise you to just turn this off, because they can actually break a few things if they're going to fiddle around with it. And who can access, well, in this case, allow any email address and then create a link. Copy this link and you can share that link with anyone who wants to view the system. So I'm going to quickly add it right here. And this is what your client is going to see. Jasper invited you, create an account to start working with Jasper in Dashboard for Client. And they're going to see your dashboard. And then that's one way where you can actually give them a dashboard and show them actual numbers. And this is going to give you a huge leg up on all of your competitors, because most people are not doing this. They're just building the agent and then delivering them for a one-time flat fee, for example, and then going off to the next client. Clients actually do want a dashboard like this. All right, so that's it for today's video or guide or tutorial, whatever you're going to call it. This one's a little shorter than my other videos, but it's very compact and very practical. So some of you guys who are just starting out with Vapi, but also some of you guys who are more advanced at Vapi now know how to add a dashboard and show that to your clients. So that's something that is really going to help you as an agency. But also if you're a business owner, you want to build your own AI assistants or agents, you can watch my other videos on how to give them tools, how to set up the assistants, all that kind of stuff, give them a certain phone number, squads, connecting calls, all that stuff is in my previous videos. But now you also know how to add a dashboard, and it's very powerful. Also, if you're a business owner who uses this for themselves, you're going to want to track your numbers, your cost, all that stuff. And then based on that data, you can actually optimize your agents. So that was it for this video. Again, I would really advise you to go to members.vlireo.com, sign up there. You can access all of my resources. You can look through and browse through the partner portal. So if you're a business owner and you need some help with anything, just about anything, there's some very, very serious and capable guys in here who can really help you along. Also, I'm one of them, of course. So if you want to work with me, you can send me an email to info@vlireo.com or j.rybergen@vlireo.com, or you can go to vlireo.com and see what we have to offer in conversational AI. So this is the page right here. You can visit vlireo.com/conversational AI and then test our agent for yourself and see what how you like it. And also for agency owners watching this, we have a white label and partner program. So you can work with us. Then you also get access to this tab, which is client collaboration and white label. We can help you sell top tier agents and conversational AI solutions to your clients. And you will not have to worry about the quality of your product, the onboarding, everything is streamlined. We have very good systems for it. And also one of our owners, Ewout, runs his own law firm here in the Netherlands. So we also have that legal backbone and everything you would want in order to make good agreements with your clients. So also send me a message if you're curious about our partner program and working together with us if you're an agency owner. For now, and at least, thank you very much. I hope to see you guys in the community, the Discord community, or to see you around in my videos. And well, in any case, good luck. Oh, and also leave a comment and a like. I'd love to see if this system works for you. And if it didn't, leave a comment. I might reply in the comments or go to Discord. I'm very active in the Discord for troubleshooting as well. So thank you very much and have a nice day.